All right, so I'm gonna show you guys, because when I say that my art is my physical, occupational, spiritual, psychological, emotional, nervous system regulation, all those therapies involved, I mean it. I mean it, and it's helped me maintain a lot of my physical independence in the last 10 years, which actually surprises some people when they see me in flare up because of how bad flare ups can be. So, I want to demonstrate to you guys why I say it's physical therapy. And first, I'm going to show you how I regularly sit. This is my comfort position so that my back doesn't ache. Ow. So that my back doesn't ache. So, I'm actually curved like this. And I can wear my body braid. Awesome, guys. Body braids, awesome. They're great. They do help me with the posture. However, when I'm wearing them, I overdo it. So when my new physical therapist explained, because I had already gotten the muscle engagement from the hypermobility coach, Tracy. I'm having trouble with names right now, but she's on Instagram and she's helped me a lot in the last 3 years. However, combining her explanations on how our muscles move in our back and how a lot of people with HEDS or EDS struggle with the information input, proprioception, and all that good stuff. Then I combined it with what physical therapy taught me about the different joints, stretching the joints, and also the movement in my hands and the exercises he gave me, because they're boring as fuck and I can't sustain it on a consistent basis. Sorry, man. I'm trying. They're too boring, but I am doing them just differently. And then what other people have, because I've talked to a lot of people. I like talking to people because they'll teach you shit. So I've run into people who know neuroscience or who study biology or whatever, and I just have conversations with them. So everything that they've taught me about neuroplasticity and regaining certain motor functions and the areas of the brain and all that good stuff. So I'm just visualizing those areas repairing themselves as I'm doing these exercises. The ocean is one of my traumas, so it really helps to have that stimuli because we've learned to run on adrenaline. So a little bit of a trigger is enough. I'm not triggering it to the point where I'm disassociating, but I am triggering it to the point where it's stimulating a little bit of cortisol and adrenaline so that I'm learning to detoxify it on its own. I've got my water and all that good stuff here too. And so all of these combinations to reteach my body how to do what it's naturally supposed to know how to do, but has been broken because not broken, yeah, kind of broken and needs to be fixed through trauma and all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you how I repair and how I've been able to maintain my posture strength despite the fact that most of the time I'm in this position. So when I'm doing all of those muscle exercises like the cactus position and all that stuff, or when I'm doing my occupational therapy with my fingers, a lot of times what I like to do is back, hold with my chest. I'm holding this in the position because I'm braiding the thing that holds it. So in that position, I bring my elbows up to get that stretch for my shoulders, and I'm strengthening the muscles in my shoulders and neck, but I'm also making sure that my neck posture is in the position that it's supposed to be. And this exercise is the only one I've been able to tolerate for my neck exercises, because to the sides I can't tolerate. So now that we've strengthened a lot more, you're going to be so proud of me when I go back to PT. Now that we've strengthened a lot more, I've now incorporated it into my posture exercises. So when I'm in this position and I don't hold it so long that it begins to hurt or that my muscles start to shake, but I hold the position for a few minutes as I tie my braids. So, and this is helping the finger dexterity. I'm trying to get all of the fingers to move. This morning I only had 2 fingers on my left side moving. I'm up to 3 fingers. So hopefully, sometimes we don't get to all 5 fingers on the left side, but sometimes we do. And the weather sometimes puts us back a little bit too. But we continue to do this. And these, I know that this seems childish, and a lot of functional programs and stuff like that for memory care clinics have taken a lot of the arts and crafts out of their ability to give them. Dude, hire us, and we'll sit there doing arts and crafts with your fucking patients. And the thing is that these arts and crafts distract you from the physical pain that you are in, and it strengthens all of your muscles. You see, I can't keep my elbows up the whole time, so I'm still lifting them slightly, but not to the point where it's going to hurt my shoulder, because he said that when I overdo it, I'm actually weakening the muscles. So if they want to fall to this position, I allow them to fall to this position, because that's as long as I was able to sustain that. So never overdo it, because you see, I'm already starting to lose the strength in my neck. And I'm going to need to take a break. So for those of us who need to be in this position to not cause, and sometimes it does give me a little bit of a rush when flow is going back up. And I'm trying to learn to also have both feet flat on the ground, but I think I'm going to have to get a little stool the way my physical therapist does at the therapy sessions, so that I can kind of bring my hips up so that I can better hold my position, because it doesn't cause me back problems here, but if I overdo it, like when I wear my brace, my lower back problems, hip, sciatic nerve pain, and the weakness in my left leg gets really, really frustratingly prominent, and I don't like it. And essentially I have maneuvered a million different ways to incorporate art, which is a natural pain relief, because it's distracting you from your physical pain so that you can get your physical therapy done. Okay, and yes, pain relief, if you're going to the gym and stuff like that, yeah, maybe a pain pill or a gummy or whatever it is that you're using for pain is great, but I've discussed this for the last 5 or 6 years. Overdoing it with any medicine is going to cause other problems. And even if it doesn't cause other problems, it's going to make you, your tolerance goes up. So you need more of the medicine. And if you're paying out of pocket like I am, it gets expensive. My CBD flower power combinations get expensive, but I mean, this one is just pure CBD, 10 milligrams. Let me see, Willow Creek Springs. And this stuff is great. I only need 2 of them every couple hours, and it reduces the inflammation in my joints so I can get my fucking fingers moving. And you see? Almost 4. So you see, it works. Is it frustrating? Yes. Is it painful? Yes. If you're always dropping shit, is it even more annoying? Yes. Is the wind challenging the living fuck out of me? Yes. Yes, she is. Or he or they. I used to call them Phelan, so we're just going to go back to Phelan. Phelan likes to drive me nuts when I'm trying to work on my wind chimes, especially. They used to laugh at me every time we were at the farmer's market, because I'd be working on my wind chimes and Phelan would come and I'd be like, you know what, Phelan, stop, and the wind would stop, and we would just laugh about it. Or when I would be really excited and really into what I was doing, Phelan would come and freaking disrupt it. And that's the challenge, though. Essentially, if you're somebody who overexcitement or stress causes disassociation, POTS symptoms, dysautonomia, if you have PTSD, CPTSD, this is a great way to challenge yourself, to frustrate yourself in a healthy way, because unfortunately, we can't really extract ourselves entirely from stress. We can't remove all of the stress in our life. I've tried. It's impossible, because we have to go out there and be able to support ourselves, especially in a world that doesn't give a fuck about disabled people. So, essentially, this is a great coping skill. It's a great physical, occupational, spiritual, emotional, psychological, and all the therapies that you can think of, because essentially you're incorporating every body part into what you're doing. Also, holding my neck up like that, moving it while I'm doing that, is actually doing some of the eyeball exercises of me bringing the eyes you know, that I was taught for what's going on with this damn eye. And it does help because, you know, I was having to cover this eye out because this one was getting tired because of this one. And so I don't have to patch up my freaking right eye anymore. I can just do my exercises while I'm making my wind chimes. So there's a lot, ocular therapy, that's what I was thinking, the word I was looking for. So occupational therapy, no, you know what, all therapists of all kind, when you're thinking about alternative therapies for people who struggle with CBT and all of those cognitive, limiting beliefs, you have to go in there and take a lot of that is bypassing for people like myself, because we have to rebuild all of those motor skills that y'all just take for fucking granted. So fuck you with your limiting beliefs. I do not have limiting beliefs. You have limiting beliefs because you believe you believe that somebody has to be 100% well to be able to accomplish the things that you accomplish, except I have proven my entire life that there's workarounds for those of us who also have to be exercising certain parts of our bodies consistently to be able to maintain our muscle strength. So don't fuck with me. I know what I'm talking about. I love you and have a beautiful day. I invite you to please bring creativity back into therapy, especially when you're working with children, because all of these tools I was taught by, and now that I've been away from a lot of the stressful situations that I was in, and a lot of the good memories are starting to come back, I can call out some of my therapists, like my occupational or speech therapist in elementary school, and Mrs. Van. I know I hated you for a long time, but thank you for getting me that assistance, because those 3 years of therapy, including in 3rd grade at Felicita, putting us in that reading program really assisted me with my dyslexia. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me read. Miss Nordine, art school, Del Dios Middle School. You changed my life and my perspectives when everybody kept saying that I draw the eyeballs too big, but that's how I see people's eyeballs because of what's going on in my brain. And you taught me that it was okay, just like my speech therapist and occupational therapist in elementary school, you taught me to thrive. And for the longest time, it's allowed me to fool everybody about my vision. But yes, the way I see eyeballs isn't always the same. So I am obsessed with eyeballs, and a lot of my drawings and paintings show the different variations of ways that I see eyeballs when my perception has changed from these migraines that have been going on for a very, very long time. Who's another one? Kaiser Permanente had an art teacher, an art therapist. When you guys put me in that art therapy program, you saved my life, because that's when I was suicidal and I was rebuilding myself. And it reminded me all those things that they had taught me before. And all of you that I'm forgetting, because those are the ones that are sticking in my mind right now, since they were the ones who taught me to combine art with the therapies that they were teaching me. But for you guys that I'm not remembering right now, but have taught me a lot of the skills in beading when I was at CSL, or in what's the other word? All the other places that I've been. To all the aunties in Mexico that taught me how to sew. To my mom who taught me how to crochet and knit. Yolanda helped me with that too. So thank you guys. I do appreciate with all of those things, because it's kept me alive. It's helped me thrive. And even though you may not see it, it's the reason that I'm as well as I am, even though people think I'm unwell. I love you and have a beautiful day.